by God, if it isn't my old friend Ivan Vasilievich. Glad to see you, boy, glad to see you. This is certainly a surprise, and that's a fact. How are you doing?
How are you doing? I mean...
We get by, my boy, we get by. Glad you notice, think of us occasionally and all the rest of it. Have a seat, boy, be my guest. Glad you're here, and that's a fact. I don't want to forget your old friends and neighbors, you know, but why so formal, boy? What's the occasion? You're all dressed up and everything. You're on your way to a party or what?
Oh, no, I only came to see you, Stepan Stepanich.
Well, why the fancy clothes, boy? You look like you're still celebrating New Year's Eve.
Well, I'll tell you. You see, I hope I'm not disturbing you, Stepan Stepanich, but I came to ask for a little favor. I know it's not the first time I've had occasion, as they say, to ask for help, but I want you to know that I appreciate you every time I do it. Excuse me, excuse me, Stepan Stepanich, this is making me very nervous. I'm just going to have a little drink of water, if that's all right with you.
He wants me to lend him some money. I won't. So, what exactly are you here for? Big, strong boy like you?
You see, I've always had the greatest respect for you, Stepan Respectovich. Stepan, look, this is making me very nervous, as you can see, but what it comes down to is this. You're the only one that can give me what I want. I know I don't deserve what I want. That goes without saying. I don't really have any claim to it either, but
No, my boy, you don't have to beat about the bush with me. Speak right up. What do you want?
Okay. I will. I came here to ask for the hand of your daughter, Natasha.
Oh, Mama! Ivan Vasilievich, say it again. I don't think I caught that last part.
I came here to ask for...
Lover boy, buddy boy, I can't tell you how happy I am and everything. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I've always hoped this would happen. This is a long time dream come true. God bless you both and all the rest of it. I've always loved you, boy, just like you were my own son, and you know it. Why am I standing here like a big dummy? Happiness has got my tongue, that's what's happened. Happiness has got my tongue. God bless you both. I'll go get Natasha. You wait right here.
Wait, Stepan Stepanich. What do you think? Do you think you say yes?
Big, good-looking fellow like you, how could she help herself? She's like a cat in heat. And all the rest of you. Don't go away, I'll be right back.
The main thing is, you have to make a choice. Oh, it must be cold in here. I'm shivering right before you take an exam. You can't just keep arguing about it and talking back and forth and waiting for the perfect woman for Mrs. Right. You'll never get married. Oh, it's cold in here. Natasha's a very good housekeeper. She looks good enough. She went to school. I mean, what more could I need? Oh, the ringing's back in my ear. It must be the nerves. Oh, besides, I can't just not get married. First of all, I'm already turning 25. Second of all, I need to start living a nice, normal, regular life. Oh my God, something's wrong with my heart. Oh, I'm having a heart murmur. Oh, I'm always nervous as a tick, and the least little thing can always set me off. Like right now, for instance, I have this shudder in my lip, and there's a what's-it twitching my right eye. The worst part about me is my sleep. I don't. I go to bed, but as soon as I start falling asleep, something in my left side just goes dark, and I feel it pounded to my shoulder and my left side. I wake up, I walk around, but as soon as I start falling asleep again, something on my left side just goes dark. It happens 20 times a night.
Oh, it's you. It's just you. Papa told me to take a look in the other room. Someone wants to sell you something. Oh, well. How are you anyway?
How do you do, Natasha?
Oh, you'd have to excuse me. I'm still in my apron, shelling peas. How come you haven't been by to see us for so long? Sit down. You like anything to eat?
Oh, no, thanks. I already ate.
You smoke? Go ahead if you want to. Here's some matches. Oh, beautiful day today, isn't it? It was raining so hard yesterday. The men in the hayfield couldn't do a thing. How many stacks of people got cut so far? You know what happened to me? I got so carried away yesterday, I had to cut the whole metal. I'm sorry I did. The hay's gonna run. Oh, look at you. What you got them fancy clothes on for? If you aren't something, you're going to a party or what? No, you're looking kind of cute these days. Anyway, what are you dressed up for?
I'll tell you, Natasha. See, I came here to ask you to listen to what I have to say. Of course, you're probably going to be a little bit nervous and maybe even get a little bit mad, but oh, it's cold in here.
So, what did you come here for, huh?
Huh? All right. I'll try to make this brief, Natasha. You know that we've known each other for a very long time, ever since we were children, in fact. My poor dead aunt and her husband, as you know, I inherited my land from them. They always had the greatest respect for your father and your poor dead mother. The Levels and the Chekhovs have always been on the closest of terms, almost like we were related. And besides, you already know this, our lands are right next to each other. Take my meadowland, for instance. It lies right alongside your birch grove.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I think you said my meadowland. Are you saying that meadowland belongs to you?
Oh, yes, as a matter of fact, I am.
Oh, never. Meadowland is ours, not yours.
No, Natasha, Meadowland is mine.
Well, that's news to me, and since when is it yours?
What do you mean, since when? I'm talking about that little pasture of land they call Meadowland, the one that wedges itself between burnt swamp and birch grove.
Yeah, I know the one you mean, but it's ours.
No, Natasha, you're mistaken. Meadowland is mine.
Yvonne Vasilievich, do you realize what you're saying, and just how long has it belonged to you?
What do you mean, how long? As long as I've ever known, it's always been mine.
Oh, no, wait just a minute.
It's all very clearly marked in the deed, Natasha. You see, there was some argument way back when about who the land belonged to, but everyone nowadays knows the land belongs to me, so there's no use arguing about it. See, what had happened was my aunt's grandmother let your grandfather's people use that land free of charge indefinitely in exchange for making bricks for her. So your grandfather's people used that land for about 40 years, and then they started thinking the land was theirs. But the actual situation was...
My grandfather and my great-grandfather both always said that their land went as far as Bird Swamp, which means Meadowland is ours. So what's the point of even arguing about it? I think you're just being rude.
I can show you the papers, Natalia Stepanova.
Oh, you're teasing! You're just trying to pull my leg. This is a big joke, isn't it? We've owned that land for going on 300 years. Now all of a sudden you say it doesn't belong to us? Excuse me, Ivan Vasilievich, excuse me, but I can't believe you said that. Believe me, I don't care one bit about that old meadow. It's only 12 acres, not worth 300 rubles even, but that's not the point. It's the injustice of it that hurts. And I don't care what anyone says, and that's something I just can't put up with.
Natalia, you are not listening to what I am saying, please!
Grandmother.
Natalia? As I was trying very politely to point out with you, your grandfather made bricks for my aunt's grandmother. Now, my aunt's grandmother just trying to make things easier for you guys.
Grandmother, grandfather, father, what difference does it make? That field belongs to us.
The
and that's
field
that.
belongs to me!
That field belongs to us. You can go on about your grandmother until you're blue in the face and you can wear 15 fancy coats. It still belongs to us. It's ours, ours, ours. I don't want anything that belongs to you, but I do want to keep what's my own. Thank you very much.
Natalia Stepanova! I do not care about that land either. I do not need it. I care about the principle of the thing. If you want the land so bad, you can have it. I'll give it to you.
This ain't giving until we're done. I'll do it. That field belongs to me. Ivan Vasilievich, I've never gone through anything this crazy in all my life. Up until now, I've always thought of you as a good neighbor, a real friend. Last year, we lent you our threshing machine, which means we were threshing our wheat in November. Now, all of a sudden, you treat us like gypsies? You'll give me my own field. Excuse me, that's a pretty unneighborly thing to do. In fact, in my opinion, it is downright insulting.
Oh, so in your opinion, I'm some kind of claim jumper, you mean? Look, lady, I've never tried to steal anyone else's land in my entire life, and I'm not about to let anyone tell me I have. Not even you. Meadowland is mine.
You lie, it's ours.
It's mine.
You'll lie, and I'll show you. I'll send my mowers out there today.
You'll what?
I said I'll send my mowers out there today, and they'll hand that field flat.
Do it and I'll break their necks.
You wouldn't dare!
Oh, Meadowland is mine. You understand? Mine.
Please don't shout. You can carry on all you want in your own house, but as long as you're in mine, try to behave like a gentleman.
If I didn't have these awful pains in my side, this heart murmur, this throbbing in my temple, I wouldn't be talking like this. Meadowland is mine, you understand?
Ours!
Mine!
Ours!
Mine!
What's going on? What are you both shouting for?
Papa, will you please explain to this gentleman just who owns Meadowland, him or us?
Lover boy, Meadowland belongs to us.
That's the colonnage. How can it belong to you? Think about what you're saying. My aunt's grandmother let your grandfather's people use that land free of charge temporarily in exchange for making bricks for her. Now, my aunt's grandmother just wanted to make things easier for you guys, but you guys thought the land belonged to you because you used it for free for 40 years. But the real problem with the whole
Allow
land
me,
was...
sweetheart. You're forgetting the reason those people didn't pay your granny and all the rest of it is that there was already a real problem about just who did own the meadow and everything. But nowadays, every dog in the village knows it belongs to us, and that's a fact. I don't think you've seen this survey map.
I can prove the land belongs to me.
No, you can't, lover boy.
Yes, I can!
For crying out loud, what are you shouting for? You can't solve anything by shouting, and that's a fact. Look, I'm not interested in taking any of your land, and neither am I interested in giving away any of my own. Why should I? And if it comes down to it, lover boy, if you want to make a case out of this or anything like that, I'd just as soon as give it to the peasants as give it to you. So there!
You're not making any sense. What gives you the right to give away someone else's land?
I'm the judge of whether I have the right or not. The fact is, boy, I'm not used to being talked to in this tone of voice and all the rest of it. Twice your age, boy, so I'll ask you to talk to me without getting so excited and whatever.
No! You think I'm stupid. You're making fun of me. You stand there and claim my own land belongs to you and you expect me to sit down and take it? To talk as if nothing ever happened? No! That's not very neighborly of you, Stepan Stepanich. In fact, you're not a good neighbor. You're a usurper!
I'm a what? What did you call me?
Papa, you send our moles out to Meadowland right this very minute.
You, boy, what did you just call me?
Meadowland is ours, and I'll never give it up. Never, never, never!
We'll see! I'll take you to court, then we'll see who the land belongs to!
To court? Well, you just go right ahead. You take us to court. I dare you. Oh, now I get it. You were just waiting for a chance to take us to court and everything. It's inbred, isn't it? Your whole family was like that. They couldn't wait to start suing. They were always in court, and that's a fact.
You leave my family out of this. The Lomos were all good, law-abiding people, every single one of them. Unlike some people I could name who were arrested for embezzlement. Your uncle, for instance.
Every single one of the Lumos was crazy. All of them.
All of them, every single one.
Your uncle was a falling down drunk, and your aunt, the youngest one, she used to run around with an architect. An architect, and that's a fact.
And your mother was a hunchback! Oh my
Your
god, this
father
man
was
is
a
I was a tattletale.
And I know what I was doing in election! Oh my god, I'm seeing spots! Oh, my left leg is paralyzed!
Don't you ever set foot in this house again!
And you just take us to court. Go ahead and see what happens.
He could go to hell.
What a creep. See what the neighbor again after this.
Crook.
Creep. Takes over somebody else's land and has the nerve to threaten them.
Would you believe that weird word? That chicken brain had the nerve to come here and propose? He proposed.
He proposed what?
What? He came here to propose to you.
Propose? To me? Why didn't you say that before?
That's why he was all dressed up in that stupid coat. What a silly sausage.
To me? Oh my God! Oh, make you come back! Make you come back!
You. Oh my God. I ought to be shot. I ought to be tortured to death.
I think I'm gonna
All right, just stop screaming, please. He's coming back and everything. God damn it. He talked to himself this time. I can't, and that's a fact. I just told you he is coming back. Oh, God almighty, what an ungrateful assignment being the father of a grown-up girl. I swear to God, I'll slit my throat. I'll slit my throat. We yell at the man, we insult him, we chase him away, and it's all your fault. This is your fault.
No, it's your fault!
All right, I'm sorry. It's my fault or whatever. This time you do the talking yourself.
I'm having a heart murmur. My left leg is paralyzed. My left side is going dark.
Oh, you have to excuse us, Ivan Vasilievich. We got a little bit carried away. Besides, I just remembered. Meadowland belongs to you after all.
Oh, something's wrong with my heart. It's beating too loud. Meadowland is mine? Oh, something's twitching in both my eyelids. Ah,
It's yours. Meadowland, it's all yours. Have a seat. We made a mistake.
I care about the principle of the thing. I never cared about the land itself. But I do care about the principle of the thing.
I know. The principle of the thing. Why don't we talk about something else?
And besides, I can prove the land belongs to me. You see, my aunt's grandmother let your grandfather's people use that land.
That's
free
enough! I think we should change the subject. I don't know where to start. What about hunting? Are you going hunting anytime soon?
Oh, yes, Natasha. Geese and grouse. Geese and grouse. I was thinking of of going again when the harvest is back in. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you. The worst thing happened to me. You know my old hunting hound Gesser? He went lame on me.
Oh, that's terrible. What happened?
I don't know. He must have dislocated his hip, or maybe he got bit by another dog, and it's so sad. He was my best hound. And I paid so much for him. I bought him from Mirnov. I paid $125 for him.
You paid too much.
I thought that was a really good price. He's an amazing dog.
Papa only paid $85 for his hound dog Messer, and Messer is a lot better than your old Gesser.
Messer better than Gesser? What do you mean by that? Messer better than Gesser?
Of course he's better. I mean, he's not full grown yet. He's still just a pup. When it comes to a bark and a bite, no one has a better dog.
Natasha, I think you're forgetting something very important. He has an underslung jaw. Everyone knows a dog with an underslung jaw can't be a good retriever.
Underslung jaw? That's the first I've ever heard of it.
No, it's true. His lower jaw is shorter than his upper jaw.
And what did you do? Measure it?
Well, of course I measured it. I'll give you that he's good on point, but something to go fast and he can barely...
In the first place, our dog is a purebred from a very good line. He is the son of Pusher and Pisser, so that limp-foot mother of yours couldn't touch him for breeding. Besides which, your dog is old and ratty and full of fleas.
He may be old, but I wouldn't take 5 of your Messers for one of my Gesser. How can you even say that? Gesser's a one-of-a-kind hound, and your Messer is a joke. He's not even worth worrying about. Every little fart in the country's got a dog just like your Messer. There's a mess of them everywhere you look. You pay 20 rubles for him, you pay too much.
Ivan Vasilich, for some reason you are being perverse on purpose. First you think Heatherland belongs to you, and now you're saying that Gesser is better than Messer? You know, I don't think much of a man who doesn't say what he knows to be a fact know perfectly well that Messer is 100 times better than that dumb old Gesser of yours. So why do you keep saying the opposite?
You must think I'm either dumb or blind or stupid. Can you not understand he has an underslung jaw?
That's not true.
He has an underslung jaw.
That's not true!
Oh, what are you shouting for?
What are you lying for? I can't stand any more of this. You ought to be getting ready to put your Gesser out of his misery. Here you are comparing him to our Messer.
I'm sorry. I can't continue with this conversation anymore. I'm having a heart murmur.
It just goes to show what I've always known. Hunters say the most of the ones who know the most.
Can you do me a favor and shut up, please? I'm having a heart murmur. Shut up!
I will not shut up until you admit that Messer is 100 times better than Gesser.
He's 100 times worse. I hope he croaks that mud of yours. Oh, my eyes, my shoulders, my head.
And your old Gesser doesn't need to croak. He's dead already.
Could you please shut up? I'm having a heart attack.
I will not shut up.
Now what's the matter?
Frankly, on your honor, who is the better dog, Messer or Gesser?
Sapot, just answer me one thing. Does your Messer have an underslung jaw, or doesn't he? Yes or no?
Well, so what if he does? What difference does it make? Anyway, there isn't a better dog in the whole county, and that's a fact.
But what did you say my Gesser is better, on your honor?
Now, lover boy, don't get all upset. Just wait a minute, please. Your Gesser has his good points and whatever. He's a thoroughbred. He's got a nice stance, nice round hindquarters, all the rest of it. But that dog, if you really want to know the truth, boy, has 2 vital defects. He's old and he's got a short life.
I want you to focus on the facts for a second, all right? I want you to think back to the field trial. My Gesser was keeping up with the Count's dog, Frester, and your Messer was a whole half-mile behind.
He's behind because one of the Count's men walked him with his weight.
That's not the point. The point is all the other dogs were chasing the fox, and your Messer was chasing a sheep.
That's not true. Now listen, boy, you have a very short temper, as you very well know, and that's a fact, so I think we should keep this discussion very short. They walked it because none of the rest of you can stand to see other people's dogs perform. You're all rotten with envy. Even you, buddy boy. Even you. All somebody has to do is mention that somebody's dog is better than your Gesser, and right away you started with this and that and all the rest of it. I happen to remember exactly what happened.
I remember too!
I remember too. What do you remember?
I remember. Oh, my left leg is still paralyzed. I can't move.
Hi, man. What kind of hunter are you anyway? You do better in the kitchen catching cockroaches and out hunting foxes. A heart murmur.
She's right. You and your heart murmur should stay home instead of galloping cross country. You say you like to hunt? All you really like to do is ride around arguing and interfering with people's dogs and whatever. You are not, and that's a fact, a hunter.
And what makes you think you're a hunter, huh? The only reason you go hunting is so you can get with the Count. You're a sneak.
I'm a what? A sneak? What did you say?
You're a sneak.
young whippersnapper, you puppy.
You rat! You rickety old rat!
Shut up or I'll give you a tail full of buckshot, you snoop.
And everyone knows your poor old wife used to beat you! Oh, my heart!
Everybody knows your house
Oh, my
bags
head!
are
My
tied
legs are
around
seeing
her
spots! I'm
ankle
gonna faint! I'm
string.
gonna faint! Wait!
Whippersnapper.
Wait! Here it comes!
Milk
Oh, heart
sucker.
attack! Oh, my shoulder!
Puppy.
Someone come! Where's my shoulder?
You
Oh, someone
make
call
me
a doctor! I'm gonna faint!
Sick!
What kind of hunter are you anyway? You can't even ride a horse. Papa? What's the matter with him? Papa? Look at him, Papa! Ivan Vasilic? He's dead!
What's the matter now? What's the matter with you?
Ivan Vasilic! Ivan Vasilic! Oh, he's dead!
Who's dead?
Get a doctor! Get a doctor!
Oh my God, he is dead. Oh my God, get some water. Get a doctor. Oh, what a mess. Oh God. Here, drink this. He's not drinking it. He's dead. Oh, what a mess. I'll kill myself. Why did I wait so long to kill myself? What am I waiting for now? I think he's gonna live. Here, drink some water. That's the way.
Spots! All I see is spots! It's all cloudy! I'm sorry, where am I?
Just get married as soon as you can and then get out of here. She said yes. I give you both my blessing and all the rest of it. Please just leave me in peace.
What? Who?
She said
What?
yes. All right, go ahead and kiss her and then get the hell out of here.
He's alive! Yes! Yes! I say yes!
Go ahead, give him a kiss.
Huh?
What?
Who?
What?
Oh! Thank you! That was very nice! I'm sorry, can you tell me what's going on? Oh! I remember! Oh God, my heart! Oh! Oh, I'm seeing spots! I'm so happy, Natasha! My left leg's still paralyzed!
I'm very happy too.
And I'm getting a weight off my shoulders.
It's all the same now. You can admit it now, right? Messer is better than Gusser.
He's worse!
He's better!
And they lived happily ever after. Bring on the champagne!
He's worse!
Champagne!
Better!
Bring on the champagne!